Boys and girls, I'm going to tell you about this book, Tar Beach. It's a book whose pictures were painted and whose story was written by artist Faith Ringgold. Faith Ringgold was interested in telling stories as well as painting and quilt making, and began using quilts to tell her story. Most of her quilts are interested in the experience of the Black female in America. Cassie, the narrator of Tar Beach, she's the little girl here, and you'll see her in this book, dreams of being free to go wherever she wants for the rest of her life. Flying is how she will achieve her dream, echoing an important image in African-American folktale literature in which slaves told of flying to freedom as wish fulfillment or as a metaphor for escaping from slavery. The site of Tar Beach is the rooftop of a neighboring apartment house that Ringgold sees or saw from her apartment house in Harlem when she was growing up. The bridge is the George Washington Bridge, which Ringgold calls her bridge, because it had been a part of her view all her life. And this book is her memories of growing up, told as a fictional story. And this book is called Tar Beach. I will always remember when the stars fell down around me and lifted me above the George Washington Bridge. I could see our tiny rooftop with Mommy and Daddy and Mr. and Mrs. Honey, our next door neighbors, all playing cards as if nothing was going on. And BB, my baby brother, lying real still on the mattress just like I told him to, his eyes like huge floodlights, tracking me through the sky. Sleeping on Tar Beach was magical. Lying on the roof in the night with stars and skyscraper buildings all around me made me feel rich, like I owned all that I could see. The bridge was my most prized possession. Daddy said that the George Washington Bridge is the longest and most beautiful bridge in the world, and that it opened in 1931 on the very day I was born. Daddy worked on that bridge, hoisting cables. Since then, I've wanted that bridge to be mine. Now that I have claimed it, all I had to do was fly over it for it to be mine forever. I can wear it like a giant diamond necklace, or just fly above it and marvel at its sparkling beauty. I can fly, yes, fly. Me, Cassie Louise Lightfoot, only 8 years old and in the 3rd grade, and I can fly. That means I am free to go wherever I want for the rest of my life. Daddy took me to see the new Union building that he is working on. He can walk on the steel girders high up in the sky and not fall. They call him the cat. But he still can't join the union because Grandpa wasn't a member. Well, Daddy is gonna own that building because I'm gonna fly over it and give it to him. Then it won't matter that he's not in their old union. He'll be rich, and he won't have to stand on a 24-story high girder and look up or look down. He can look at his building going up. And Mommy won't cry all winter when he goes to look for work and doesn't come home. And Mommy can laugh and sleep late like Mrs. Honey. And we can have ice cream every night for dinner. Next, I'm gonna fly over the ice cream factory just to make sure we do. Tonight we're going up to Tar Beach. Mommy is roasting peanuts and frying chicken, and Daddy will bring home a watermelon. Mr. and Mrs. Honey will bring the beer and their old green card table. And then the stars will fall around me, and I will fly to the Union Building. I'll take BB with me. He has threatened to tell Mommy and Daddy if I leave him behind. I have told him it's very easy. Anyone can fly. All you need is somewhere to go that you can't get to any other way. The next thing you know, you're flying among the stars. And this is where Tar Beach came from. If you look very carefully, the entire story is written on strips of fabric. And they're sewn onto a quilt. And in the middle of the quilt, this is where the book began. The characters and Faith Ringgold herself, as the character Cassie Louise, is flying here among the stars. Thank you, boys and girls.